You describe an app in plain English and AI builds it for you. That's one of the promises every single AI tools nowadays make. So I'm going to put both of them to test right now and see which one is worth putting your money on. So we're going to put Lovable and Greta side by side and put the same prompt into both of them and see which one performs better than the other one, so that you can get a gist of what's going on. So my plan is today I have this one prompt here. Okay, so let me show you a prompt. So this is the entire prompt we're going to put in both of these platforms and see which one performs better. So the entire concept is a client onboarding dashboard. So guess what? I'm building a client project tracker dashboard for freelancers and small agencies. The main screen is a dashboard with a row of summary cards on the top showing key numbers, number of active projects, the total revenue this month, number of projects awaiting payment, and number of overdue projects. Below the summary cards, we're going to show a board where each project appear as a card organized into columns: stage, lead, in progress, review, and paid. Each project card should show a client name, project title, the amount to be paid, and due date. And I want to be able to drag the project cards from one column to another to change its stage. And when I do, the summary numbers on the top should to update automatically to reflect the change. I also want a way to add the client and a new project through a simple form where I enter the client name, project title, and amount, due date, and the starting stage. So including a section or a page that lists all the clients with the total value of the project, so I can see which clients are worth the most. So overall look should be clean and modern, suitable for professional tools and someone would use it for real business. So doing this, we can actually get the sense of what kind of products the Lovable or Greta is producing, because a lot of business users are actually using these kind of platforms to actually come up with a website on their own or come up with a web app on their own. So we're going to create something for real and test out if this actually works. And the follow-up prompt here is make this proper overflow when I move the project into paid column, and it should count towards the month's revenue and drop out the awaiting payment total. And when project has due date has passed, it hasn't paid yet, so it should automatically show up as a overdue on both of the cards. So yeah, so prompt 2 is theme selection. So basically we cannot ask the chatbot again and again to change the simple things. So we should be able to change something easily. So if we're doing it by chat or anything, it should be easy. So here's Lovable and here's Greta. So I'm just gonna copy this entire prompt. Okay, so here is the free version of Lovable. So I'm gonna just paste the prompt, and here's Greta. So I'm gonna paste the prompt here. Okay, it seems like we have the results here. So here is the dashboard from Lovable, and it looks pretty good. Yeah, it has the active projects and revenue this month and awaiting payments and overdue. It got all the details right, and also it creates a lot of example numbers here, which might be confusing for a lot of users, because sometimes if you're gonna add real data to this sample data can actually disturb your flow to actually add real-time data. So that might be an issue here, but still it's a good UI, and it has also had the lead, the in progress, and the review, and the paid. And yeah, it has a lot of subcards, that is the projects that we are going to be building. So yeah, the sample data is really good. But yeah, let's try creating a new project in this about Northwind marketing site, and yeah, amount over 1,000, date 15. Let's put, okay, what is that? There seems to be an UI problem here. 2013. Okay, let's put 2019, and starting stage is let's put it in lead and see what happens. Okay, there, I don't know where this is. Okay, so first of all, okay, so there it is. Overdue on due February 12. So I've not put in any date for overdue, but still it shows. Okay, so I'm able to move it here and there, so that's a good sign. Okay, but the overdue part is missing, so we can fix that. Also for the changes, it has over indigo, amber, and daylight. Okay, it has a few options here and there. You can change it. So it kind of does good on UI, but has a little bit of technical issues here and there, but still it's good. So let's go what Greta does. Okay, Greta has made a full-on green and black themed and dot themed website UI, and also it has given like real-time data on the right go of the app. That's pretty much good. And yeah, we can actually look at what it can provide us. So yeah, here is the project theme. The project theme is we can select whatever you want. Okay, there is one, two. Okay, this one, this one. Okay, the themes are looking really good. Actually, it's helping me change. Okay. Also, Greta has this font where you can change it whatever you want. Okay, that is a good sign. You can change it to whatever font we want. We don't have to ask the AI to do it again and again. That's a good sign. Also, you can change the radius. Okay, so you can change the roundness of the app and everything to actually make. Okay, so we can. Okay, so you can change the shadow style too. You can actually customize it yourself. So Greta gives you a freedom on that. So I'll go with Greta on the UI part. So it's better than Lovable. It wins over Lovable on that. And then let's look at the UI. So let's create a project. So since it shows no projects in here, so let's create one. Marketing project title would be let's put marketing over there. Marketing, and the amount would be, let's put $1,000. And due date would be, okay, this is a good sign. Lovable had that we had to type it out. So Greta has a better version of it. We can actually select the date we wanna. So this is a good sign. All right, so we're gonna go with the lead in this one too and create a project. Okay, project created successfully. We have a lead here, and we can move it to progress and review and even paid. Okay, all of them. Okay, the real-time data is actually changing, so that's a good sign. Okay, that's a good demo product here. We can build good demos with this. So this one, this thing, the analytical data, the real-time data part, Greta wins here. So yeah, we can actually move this here and there. That's a good sign. Okay, so we have a client based. Okay, the client is actually like recording all these, the ones we create in the dashboard. So that's a good sign. So what else we can do? What else is there to? Okay, for now the final part here is we can try publishing the site. So let's see what happens when I hit publish. It's gonna give me a URL and the project play dashboard, and see if anyone with the link, just hit publish and see what's happening. Publishing project here. Yeah. Okay, I think we just published our site. So let's just check out to see if it actually got published. Here, okay, so let's just see if it got published here. So if you see here, this is the live application of Lovable here. So it has every bit of the active projects revenue, the payment collected and everything. The dashboard works really fine. So we can move over here. It actually changes the numbers according to that. But still, I'm not convinced with the example side, because people are going to get confused on what I didn't even ask for it. And they're going to have to prompt again and actually do the clear the data and give the entire data again. So that's a drag. So let's see what Greta has to do for publishing. Let's just hit deploy. And yeah, running health check, that's a good sign. So if you run a health check to see if your app can actually make it and everything. So yeah, that's a good sign. So it's actually running a health check for me. Yeah, it's going on. Okay, here's the final review for Greta here. So we have an entire dashboard and a new deployed site here. So it's the same as Lovable, but still it has a real data. So as you can see, it actually changes according to how we see it's taking a bit of time. Okay, yeah, so you can change according to what the client is in progress or even in review, or if it's paid, it actually changes the data accordingly. So yeah, so let's come to a conclusion here. So I would say Lovable is good at UI, and it doesn't have a lot of control over what kind of themes to change and everything. In case Greta has a better UI, in Greta you can actually go ahead and change the text size and everything. That's pretty much cool. And also for the second part is in Lovable, where the Lovable actually gives you a lot of sample data. That's good for someone who knows what they're doing, but most people will come and most people will prompt and actually look for something that's fresh or new, and they want to do it by themselves. So if you're going to put a lot of sample data, it's going to get cluttered, and they're going to ask to remove, and it's going to make a lot of mess again. So that's a lot of long process. So in that case, Greta does better. And also in the overall case, I would say in UI based, Lovable is better, but in controlling the UI, Greta is better. In technical aspects, Lovable has a smoother interface to actually run the technical stuff. But in case of Greta, it acts a lot of attention to detail stuff where you can actually see that it notices the detail that is in your prompt and actually makes the small and slight changes. So in that part, Lovable is smoother, but Greta is actually more usable. So yeah, I would say both of them are really great, but this in this case I would like go, and yeah, these are my opinions on these two white coded apps. So let me know what you guys think in the comments.